Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my general feelings in the crypto world right now. I've only been checking out crypto for, 5 years and only actually seriously for about 6 months, but got good friends and they kind of squared me away, and I thought I'd share a few things with you and maybe make your life easier. So, the first things first, people talk about Bitcoin quite a bit. Bitcoin was a little bit simpler back in the day and it has reached precious commodity status. So, Bitcoin in the future, in my opinion, is going to be doing its own thing. When we look at the general crypto market in the future, we may see a break of everything following Bitcoin to everything following Ethereum. And Ethereum is going through a network upgrade right now that's about to be released probably in August, and they are also rolling out Ethereum 2, which will be out, probably a year, 2 years max if everything goes well. Now, people are calling this a crypto crash right now at this moment. And check this out. This is not a crash, okay? This is a 1 year chart on Ethereum. It was $244 a year ago. Things called moving averages and charts, which are all based on science, dictate that when something runs from $244 to $4,400 in 1 year, or call it 9 months at that point, there is going to be a pullback in the market. Okay, they're called moving averages. Crypto tip: things move faster in the crypto world than the stock world. So you can watch your charts and things like that. Some people say charts don't even apply in the crypto world, and it's not entirely true. I believe that the correct attitude to take on this is things happen quicker in the crypto world. Respond to the charts before the charts actually hit that, coming together moment where it's going to spike. And buy before that, okay? Or sell likewise before that. Now, we're looking at something that if this doesn't draw back, there moving averages and different things can come together and make what's called a death cross. Now, we saw this in Bitcoin in 2018, okay? Sorry, that's a screenshot. So, my opinion is that, yeah, it went through its death cross, and then look, 2018, this was, a massive spike, exactly like what we just saw. And chart pulled back 150-day moving averages, 100-day moving averages, 60-day moving averages, everything, came together, hit a bottom, and since, say, early 2019-ish, everything's been a beautiful investment on Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin did the same thing. It spiked. It hit actually 65,000 for a moment, if I recall correctly, and came back down. Maybe it was 62, 60 something. But anyways, it's coming back down. People call this a crash. In my opinion, it has to pull back because of charts, okay? Now, the one thing that may affect this is the regulators, the Fed, and they are getting involved with, in the future they're going to start regulating cryptocurrencies, markets, and things like that, which, in my opinion, when you start buying cryptos, you say the unreliable cryptos, the quote-unquote shit coins that, the Fed is supposed to protect people from, or scams, those are all actually relatively hard to get your hands on if you are using an American IP address. There are things like Whitebit. There's just so much to go into. Other markets are hard to access, and it's hard to even get a good, reliable Visa or MasterCard from America to pay these people money. So it's not like you aren't definitely making a conscious decision. Like GameStop. If you're buying GameStop at its peak, you believe in it. And then if the Fed gets involved, all that happens is everyone invested high loses, guys. And we can talk about that. I'll talk about that real quick, in fact. Elon gets on Saturday Night Live and calls Doge a hustle, and then 3 days later, 2 days later, he's talking about improving the network and, sustaining and blah, blah, blah. And I believe the reason that you see things like that is because if Bitcoin blows up, it's going to disturb the balance of power. And long and short is that yeah, dude, it's just not going to go well. It's not going to go well for our country. Lots of people are going to have bought at spikes which are realistic, maybe above fair value, but not that above fair value. And we will see an actual crash if the Fed announces things just because people pop on Fed news to an unrealistic degree. Now, I want to show you guys this real quick. These are the number of occurrences of extinctions that we can chart within Earth's history. So species extinction. Now, this would be inverse to the number of life, but guys, long and short is this. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of that stuff, it is as stable as life on this planet. And in my opinion, the Fed should not step in on things that are definitely tangible and definitely real. If there are scams and there are empty things, but here's my other opinion that people need to know. 3 rules before you get into crypto. The first, who is the programmer? Do they have a good reputation? And is social sentiment high before release? If those 3 things are met, you're good to go. The step number 2, does the programmer have good intentions? If your programmer has good intentions, it's probably good, and the Fed will not have to regulate that. Item number 3, do the programmer and the community build platforms for its utilization? And if it does, if they do, if the network is actually built up, guess what, guys? You're going to have success. So good luck. Happy trading.